For today, we are going to discuss the limit of a function using tables of values. In finding the limits of our function, we need to consider two things. That is, to get those values closer to our constant from the left and from the right. So para makuha natin yung limits ng function natin, kinakailangan natin mag-assign ng value sa variable x closer to our constant from the left and from the right. And in this given example, limit of 1 plus 3x as x approaches to 2, our constant is equal to 2. So we need to assign values from the left of 2 and from the right of 2 in order for us to get the limits of our function. That's why we have what we call left-hand limit as well as the right-hand limit. So let's start with our left-hand limit. Ibig sabihin, we are going to get values from the left of 2. And again, in assigning value sa ating x, kinakailangan ay malapit lang ang value natin sa constant, which is 2. So we can assign values starting from 1. Yan, nasa left ng 2 ang 1. 1.7, 1.997, and 1.999, and 9. So let's say these are the value of your x. So para makuha natin si f of x, isa-substitute natin itong mga value na ito doon sa ating function na 1 plus 3x. So we have 1 plus 3 times 1, that is equal to 4. So for 1.7, we have 6.1. For 1.997, we have 6.991. And for 1.999, we have 6.9997. So if we are going to notice on this table, as the value of your x approaches to 2, ito yun, as the value of our x approaches to 2, the value of f of x also approaches a certain value. At kung titingnan natin, this value is approaching 7. So ang f of x natin is approaching 7. So let's have our right-hand limit. Ibig sabihin nito, mag-a-assign tayo ng value from the right of 2. So that is 3 hanggang sa makarating tayo sa 2. So we have 3. Again, kinakailangan close value doon sa ating constant. So we have 3, 2.5, 2.1, and 2.0005. So let's say this is the value of our x. So we have for 3, that is 10. 2.5, we have 8.5. 2.1, we have 7.3. And 2.0005, we have 7.0015. So again, if we are going to check as the value of your x approaches to 2, the value of our f of x also approaches to 7. At kung titingnan natin, both left-hand and right-hand limit ay nag-a-approach sa 7. So kapag nakita natin na parehas ang left-hand and right-hand limit, ibig sabihin nito, the limits of our function or the limits of 1 plus 3x as x approaches to 2 is equal to 7. So yung answer natin sa left-hand and right-hand limit na 7 ang magiging limits of our function. That's why we have here limits of 1 plus 3x as x approaches to 2 is equal to 7. So that's how we use the table of values in order for us to find the limits of our function. So let's have another example. Here, we have here limits of x squared plus 1. Now this time, our constant is equal to negative 1. So assigning value from the left and from the right. Ulitin natin na kinakailangan close value doon sa ating constant na negative 1 ang ibibigay natin as value of x. So here, pwede nating gamitin ang 1.5, negative 1.5, negative 1.2, negative 1.01, negative 1.0001. At doon sa right hand limit naman natin, pwede natin magamit si negative 0.5, negative 0.8, negative 0.99, negative 0.9999. Again, papaalala lang natin na hindi lang naman ito yung possible value of x natin. We can assign as many as possible values, pero para makuha agad natin yung limits of our function, ay doon na tayo sa mas malapit na kahit konti lang yung value yung i-assign natin, ay doon sa mas malapit, doon sa given constant ang i-assign natin. So for negative 1.5, we have 3.25. So for 1.2, we have 2.44. For 1.01, we have 2.0201, and 1.0001, we have 2.00020001. Ayan. Sa right hand limit naman, we have 1.25. We have 1.64, 1.9801, and we have 1.9998001. So ito ang value ng f of x natin. As you can see, as the value of your x approaches to negative 1, the value of your f of x approaches to 2. So left hand limit. Ganun din with our right hand limit. The value of your f of x approaches to 2. So ibig sabihin lang ito that the limits of x squared as x squared plus 1 as x approaches to negative 1 is equal to 2. So ito ang limits of our function. So that's how you get the limits of your function. So another example. So we have here the limits of absolute value of x. Absolute value of x. Wherein the condition is your x is approaching 0. So variable x is approaching 0. Now we can assign value from the left of 0 and from the right of 0. So pwede tayong mag-assign ng negative 0.3, negative 0.1, negative 0.0000009, negative 0.0000001. Seven. Yan. Tapos sa kabila naman, same lang din, 0.3. Positive naman this time, 0.1, 0.00009, and then you have 0. Ayan. Value of x. So as we substitute the value of our x doon sa ating function x, which is absolute value of x, ang negative ay nagiging positive kasi nga absolute value of x. So this is same, 0.3, 0.1, 0.00009, and we have your 0.000000009. So sa right hand limit naman natin, same lang din. Since this is positive, positive pa rin pa naman ng kalalabasan. So we have this value of your f of x. Ayan. So, continue natin. As the value of x approaches to 0, the value of your f of x approaches to 0. Both right hand and left hand limit. So, ibig sabihin lang ito, the limit of the absolute value of x as x approaches to 0 is equal to 0. So that is for the absolute value of x. Next example is we have here rational function. So we need to find the limits of x squared minus 5x plus 4 as all over x minus 1 as x approaches to 1. So the constant is 1. So magiging base natin in getting your values of x is 1. So from values from the left of 1 and values from the right of 1. So we can assign values as from the left of y 1, the left of 1 is 0 0.5, 0 0.88, 0 0.996, 0 0.9999. Ayan. And also, dito naman sa left side, ay pwede nating magamit si 1.5, 1.17, 1.003, 1.0001. So kung papansin mo, approaching yung value natin ng x to 1, both left and right hand limit. So now we are going to substitute these values dito sa given function natin. Ito mismo, yung f of x lang. Yung x squared minus 5x plus 4 all over x minus 1. So as we substitute this value, magkakaroon tayong negative 3.5, negative 3.12, negative 3.004, we have negative 3.001. So as the value of your x approaches to 1, the value of your y approaches to 3, or the value of your f of x approaches to 3. In here we have negative 3. So we have here negative 2.5, negative 2.83, negative 2.997, and negative 2.9999. So as the value of your x approaches to 1, the value of your f of x approaches to negative 3. So ibig sabihin lang nito, this is equal to negative 3. So the limits of our function x squared minus 5x plus 4 all over x minus 1 as x approaches to 1 is equal to negative 3. So that is the limit of our function. So let us consider the next example. I think the last example for today. So we have here the limits of f of x as x approaches to 4, wherein your f of x consists of x plus 1 if x is less than 4. And we have x minus 4 squared plus 3 if x is greater than or equal to 4. So meron tayong condition. So gagamitin mo yung value na less than 4 dito sa first equation natin. So kapag ang given ay less than 4, dito mo siya gagamitin sa first equation. Kapag that is equal to 4 or greater than 4, dito mo gagamitin sa pangalawang equation. So this is an example of piecewise function. So we have here the constant 4 ang magiging basis natin in getting the values of your x ay 4 from the left and 4 from the right. So since 4 from the left is less than 4, 4 from the left is less than 4. So ito ang gagamitin natin doon sa left hand limit natin. So we can assign values as less than 4. So we have 3.7, 3.85, 3.995, 3.99999. Yan. So since nasa left siya, so dito natin siya gagamitin sa x plus 1. So magiging value niya ay we have here 4.7, 4.85, 4.995, and 4.99999. On the other hand, we have from the right, so pwede natin gawing 4.3, 4.1, 4.001, and 4.001. 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. And the values of x, we have 3.09, 3.01, 3.0000001, and we have here 3.00000000001. So maraming 1. Ayan. So that is the value of our x. At consider natin yung left hand limit natin. As the value of your x approaches to 4, the value of your f of x approaches to 5. The other hand, yung right hand limit naman natin, as the value of your x approaches to 4, the value of your y or f of x approaches to 3. And as you notice, left hand limit and right hand limit ay may magkaibang limits. Yung isa ay 5, yung isa ay 3. So, ibig sabihin na nito, if the left hand limit is different from your right hand limit, ang ibig sabihin nito is the limits of your function does not exist. So, hindi nag-exist yung limits of our function. Kasi sabi natin, kinakailangan para makuha natin yung limits of our function, the left hand limit is the same with your right hand limit. So, yun yung tatandaan natin in finding the limits of your function using table of values. And that's it for today's lesson. Thank you for listening, and I hope may natutunan kayo sa lesson for today. Thank you and bye.